The most passionate thing about being the executive director of Wellspring Living is to actually see community come together and to experience transformation with those women and youth that walk through our doors. I had never really seen someone come from such a difficult situation and then just blossom into this amazing person. And so that really is the fire behind everything we do, is knowing that the situations that our youth and our women have experienced are the worst, but they can be the best because there's so much inside of them that's never been tapped into. And when they have access to good and quality care, as well as access to resources they've never had before, they just thrive. The most exciting thing about the city of Atlanta is the people. What has shaped Wellspring Living, what has shaped my mind and my heart, is to see people just give of themselves so generously, not just money, which is important in a nonprofit, but their time and their expertise and their care. I would say that the city of Atlanta, Metro Atlanta, is not afraid of a difficult issue. It was one of the first cities that said, hey, through Mayor Franklin, we're not going to have trafficking in our city. We're going to fight this thing. And it was like a rally cry, and people stood up and recognized it is happening and I'm going to do something about it. So what I love about this city is the people. It is the way that people respond. They respond with all of their heart and their resources to make a substantial difference in the lives of people who've been harmed. Early on in 2001, when I began to talk to people about this issue, it was like it had never been brought up before, and so it was very hard for them to believe it. I think that was the biggest challenge, is to help people understand that trafficking is not taken. It's not in another country. In fact, more trafficking happens domestically than international people coming in. It's in our backyards. I think that challenge clarified our message in some ways, because challenges help you to become better, but it definitely was difficult at the beginning. Many people thought, well, these kids are doing this to get a new pair of jeans. They just had the wrong concept. But once people understood, and that's what I think changes things, when people understand, they respond. Wellspring Living is an organization that's composed majority of women. We're not only women. I'm so grateful for the men who stepped into this very hard space. But our mantra is that we're nurturers. We're believing the best in the people that we get to serve, and we're going to walk with them. We're going to cheer them on. We're going to nurture them. And I feel like that's something unique to women, where I believe men are great cheerleaders and they're encouragers in their own way. There's something inside of a woman, that mothering spirit, but that nurturer that's going to really believe the impossible sometimes, because the experiences and the trauma that someone's has experienced seems like it's impossible to overcome. But once you've seen it happen once, you can believe again for the next one and the next one. And I think that belief system that women can have and that nurturing spirit are vital to make a difference in our communities. If you're a young woman and you're wanting to grow in the field that you're in, or maybe move into a different field, my best advice for you is to do the very best you can, learn all you can where you are, because everything is a building block and nothing is wasted as long as you are hungry and you're humble, and that you build strong and good relationships with the people that you're with right now. It will build for your future. So you can't get there overnight. Sometimes you can, but most often it's those building blocks that make a difference of how successful, how strong you will be in your next opportunity.